Hello everyone, this is Ella, your friendly advisor in Ireland. Today I am coming up with a new video. I do not know if this will become a series on investments and finances for NRIs, but yeah, why not? So the first video which I'm trying to make for NRIs with respect to finances and taxes is how to file ITR in India. Most of the NRIs, they may be 1 year old or they may be 15-year old. When I say 15 year, 1 year, it's out of country. How many years you've been out of country? And most of us has a lot of questions around what's going to happen to my wealth, which I built in India, and if I'm receiving some income which is getting taxed in India, how do I get the returns, and how do I, uh, you know, take care of those properties and all and all and all. In this video, the very specific subject I'm going to talk about is how to file tax returns and why you should file tax returns, and when you should file tax returns and what you should file tax returns on. Without further ado, let's just dive in. First thing first, what are you? Are you an NRI or not? How do I know that? When I came here in 2017, I came in September, yeah, around September 9th, to start my MBA at Trinity. And when I came here, I actually spent more than 182 days, a bit over 182 days. I was like 187 or something like that. And I worked for most of the time, like I worked for 184 days. And because of that, I was not an NRI, though I came here to stay here for long. And I filed my taxes in 2018 as resident of India. Come 2020, I withdraw my employment provident fund, and I've been working in Ireland for 1 year, and I'm resident of Ireland. So I file tax returns so that I get my taxes back on the uh, employment provident fund. I lost 10% TDS when I withdrew the money, so I wanted to get that back, and I got them back because I had my education loan, and I was able to apply few tax credits there, and I was getting my complete money. So yeah, why not? And I did that. So the basic definition of any NRI is, you may be a non-resident Indian, I mean, Indian citizen, but uh, not resident of India, or you can also be person of Indian origin with properties in India and income from it, and you'll be filing taxes. I mean, tax returns on that. Basic definition here is, if you spend at least 6 months in India, you are Indian resident. If you did not, you are not resident of India. You are Indian resident if you spent 2 months in the previous year, but you spent 1 year at least in the last 4 years in India. Even then, you are considered resident of India. I'm not talking about the seafaremen and the diplomats. Again, they fall into completely different category, and I'm talking about majority of people. Like 95% of the people will be just like me, who come here to work uh, in high-paying jobs or in critical skills jobs. If you want to really know what your result status exactly is, there's a calculator on cleartax.in, where you can input number of days you stayed, what kind of role you did. It will clearly tell you what's your residential status. Yeah, so that's about residential status. Next thing is, what will happen to my income if I am resident of India or not resident of India. Let's say you are resident of India, you are just same as any other Indian resident or Indian citizen. Your income in India gets taxed. Your global income gets taxed. For example, if I go back to India, though if I take citizenship of Ireland and go back to India, my income from Ireland gets taxed in India because I'll be resident of India. But again, there are a few more calculations and all and all. So this video is not about that. The second thing, if you're an NRI, like I'm an NRI, my income which I earned in India gets taxed in India. It doesn't get taxed here. So that's about uh, that's actually what I'm going to talk about in this video, that how to file tax returns for the income you earned in India, because that needs to get taxed in India. And the incomes, let's say you you are, for example, I'm in Ireland and I'm earning income here. That doesn't get taxed in India because I'm resident of Ireland, and my taxes get taxed in Ireland. So If I'm earning income in India, only that income is taxed in India. So there are two segregations. So you can file two tax returns in two different countries, three different countries. People there are people who do that. And the usually the income in India which gets taxed is your salary which you receive in India. And if there is any service you're providing in India and you're receiving money in India, that gets taxed. And let's say you have rental income from the host properties which you bought in India, that gets taxed. Capital gains, and let's say you sold a property, there's a capital gains tax there. So that gets that you can file returns and get that back. Transfer of asset, income from fixed deposits, stocks, equity, mutual funds, gold, everything gets taxed in India. So now currently there's a lot of TDS slabs in India. So if you want to get those money back, you can file tax returns and get that back. So as an NRI, your income in the country you are resident of, that gets taxed in that country. Your income in India gets taxed in India, and you can apply for tax rate separately based on the taxation laws in both countries. The next step, uh, if your income in India is less than 2.5 lakhs, you need not really file tax returns, because less than 2.5 lakhs, the income tax is zero. Let's say you withdraw some PPA, I mean, Provident Fund income or something which is less than 2.5, and you got taxed at TDS of 10%, then yes, definitely you can file tax and you can get the money back. And always, July 31st is the last day of income tax rate in India. Usually they extend it by a month or two, always. I mean, last year they extended it till December 31st by 5 months. But again, I would suggest you to file it before July 31st. Any late payment from the government, and they pay you 8.5% extra compounded. Last year they did that and they got a couple of thousands more. So yeah, file returns early to get more money in form of interest. 8.5% compounded, no one gives you in the real market. A little bit about the income tax slabs. Currently, there are two regimes. I mean, last year I filed tax in old regime, though I had an option to file a new regime. I think next year there's going to be only one regime. I'm not sure, but again, Nirmala Sitharaman should tell that. Currently there are two regimes, and if you see on the left, the income slabs. Earlier, when I was working in India, 0 to 2.5 there was no tax. 2.5 to 5 there was 5%. Earlier there was 10%, again changed 5%, and 5 to 7.5 it was 10%. Sorry, 20% if it is 5 to 10 lakhs, and over 10 lakhs it was 30%. Now, because of the new regime, but there are less deductions now. That's the other thing. The slabs did change. 0 to 2.5 it's still no tax. 2.5 to 5%, 5 to 7.5 10%, 7.5 to 10, 15%. It increases by 5% each, and above 15 lakhs they made it 30%. But again, on the old regime you have a lot of deductions like HRAs and other stuff. In the new regime you do not. That's about the income tax slabs in India. Now, how to file? Pretty simple. If you have login details of the income tax website, go there, log in, and choose the assessment year, choose the form, filing type, and file it. If you do not have it, you can log into your net banking. And if you see here in my SGFC net banking, I have income tax e-filing. I click on it, it opens the website and it gets me logged in automatically. And I choose the assessment year, proper form, and filing type and submission mode, and I fill the details and all, and I file it. The good thing, if you do it from the bank login, is your return is e-verified. If you do directly from the website, you need to e-verify it. You'll get another link and all. So I would suggest you to go log into net banking and do the income tax filing. Now, the important thing here is the ITR form. If you're a salaried employee in India, you always use ITR 1, but you are not, if your income in India is not from your job, then that's where you need to be aware of all the ITR forms. And this is why this video is really important. Now, if you really look at it, I mean, this is from 2018 and 19, there's not much change. Like ITR form, resident individuals having income less than 50 lakhs from salary, pension, anything. Like ITR 2, every income more than 50 lakhs, capital gains and all. So more than one house property. ITR 3, I mean every income from these, like foreign income, foreign asset, and also being business partner and all. I mean these incomes, again, if you're getting more than 50 lakhs, if you're getting less than 50 lakhs, you need to look at ITR 1. No, ITR 4, every income like salaries, but the total income should be more than 50 lakhs. And ITR 5 is LLPs and all firms, that's related to companies, not related to us. Let's say you are in NRI, you are earning less than 50 lakhs. ITR 1 is the form you need to do. But if you have more than one house property, but you are not earning less, if you're not earning 50 lakhs, you still need to go to ITR form 2. Yeah, but again, the few nitty-gritty is there. Make sure that you choose the right form, because if you do not choose the right form, I mean, if your income which is TDS deducted, you don't get to see that. Okay, that's it. I covered when to file, what to file, how to file, and why to file. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this with other NRIs who have these questions. I hope I mean I'm thinking, I want to help everyone. That's it. And I think I'll make few more videos about how to invest in India, being an NRI. And actually, I got an interesting question on Facebook a couple of days back. I'll probably make a video on that too. Thank you very much. Have a good night.